Hello everyone, welcome back to góc tâm sự nhỏ của Khải đến Nguyên, a little Lenormand corner of Khải đến Nguyên. My name is Khải. In today's video, we continue the Astro Clock 2026 series for Kim Soo Hyun. And this time, we'll be taking a deeper and more detailed look as each month, specifically for February this time. So before we begin, just a little gentle, friendly reminder. This is an intuitive and personal reading creating for reflection and entertainment purposes only. So please receive the messages with an open heart and a light spirit. So take what resonates and leave the rest. Alright. Before we begin, let's take a look at the triplet that I have drawn for Soo Hyun February 2026. So we have Birds, Lady, and Heart. In the previous video, I said these three cards could refer to a woman, a lady that Soo Hyun loves from the bottom of his heart. Or in February is a Valentine's month. There could be some lovely moments in his personal life, his love life. Also, February is his birth month. Therefore, he could receive a lot of love from all of the women, all of the friends, all of the family members, all of the people around him. We have the birds over here. I said this birds either indicates some pleasant or unpleasant energies. So it's hard to say. However, with this combination, I feel like February will bring some great energy for Soo Hyun. Okay, and the birds can also refers to news and communications and rumors, something that has not been verified. So let's take a closer look and more details this time. And we will leave the three cards on the side to see if I can refer back to this combination. Alright, a little bit about why I chose this romantic Lenormand, because this coming month, February, is Soo Hyun birth month. So I want to use a deck that have some lovely paintings that can give me good vibes or good energy, so that give me the feelings to give a lot of pleasant predictions and forecast. Like, I really like the illustration of this deck, so hopefully by using this deck, somehow maybe the universe can hear me and bring some good energy to Kim Soo Hyun. Alright, let's begin. This is a follow-up reading for the February 2026 for Kim Soo Hyun's Astro Clock. Okay, let's see what can I get, what the universe can tell me, what may happen in February 2026 for actor Kim Soo Hyun. Red clover, bringing some luck. Lilies is another celebrations. Flowers that can bring some calm, some happiness, some peace. Scythe could be a cut, something that is very sudden, that is very immediate. It could indicate some danger. The birds again. writer. We have a lot of news coming up in February. Let's go together. Birds, and writer. We have the sun, which can be some positive news, a great success. We have the child, something that's very naive, very brand new. Something is brand new. We have the mice. It's something that is losing. Okay, something that we refer to a loss. It could be some concerns. Okay, some worries and hearts. All right, so according to this deck, I feel like 80 to 90% positive energies will come to Soo Hyun in this month. Obviously, the writer is in the center of this deck. It means this will be some great news will come. Okay, at first you may think that the news may be not that pleasant, it's not favorable, and the news will come in a certain time. Okay, and not a lot of people are prepared for that piece of news. However, I feel like towards mid and to the end of February, everything will gonna be great. Okay, there's a lot of positive cards in here, especially the clover, the covered card for February. It means Soo Hyun will get some luck. Okay, he have some great opportunities to do something, and if he start working on it, he will be successful. Okay, it doesn't matter if it in for his career or his love life or his personal life, it's gonna be great. Okay, he feels concerned, he's worrying about whatever's happening right now in his life. Okay, he feels uncertain. He could be uncertain about his love here, about the lady, or he can be uncertain about his family, or about some project that's going to start soon, or he's worrying about the news, the social media, the rumors. Okay, but the sun, the heart, the clover, and the lilies over here give me very positive feeling that he can do it. Everything's gonna be okay. All right. Sometimes, like I said earlier, the news comes suddenly, so maybe Soo Hyun has not prepared for it, and he's like, "Oh my God, what I'm doing now? What should I do? How do I deal with it in a timely manner?" Okay. According to this deck, I can see that he have a lot of help and support and love from all of the people and the family and friends and coworkers surrounding him. Okay, I think February gonna bring him an opportunity to start on something that is brand new. Okay, the birds and the hearts over here, it's remind me of a couple. Okay, so these birds usually, this card usually means a couple, and because of the heart over here, it signifies the Valentine's occasion in February. Okay, so maybe he will find a chance to spend time with his loved one. Okay, the news, the social medias, and the communication aspect in this deck, reminds me of the court case that he is dealing at the moment. I hope that in February, because of the sun here, I hope that some positive result will come. Okay, so I think he may have a final statement to close the case. I have the site that over here. I think that he can cut the case, close it off. Okay, he close it over here to start something new. We have the lilies that brings harmony and peace. So maybe after he finished the court case, he will find himself relieved. He feels peaceful after all. Okay? The writers over here could be a person that brings some news, a messenger. Okay? It could be an announcer. It doesn't have to be a reporter or an announcer in the media aspect. It could be someone that delivered the final statement. So sometimes I said it depends on the situation or the scenario of the card. The writer can mean a different person. For example, in a court case, in a legal scenario, the writer could be the judge that make the final statements, that give out the results that can close the case. In the communications aspect, the writer could be a journalist. It could be a spokesperson on behalf that represents a group of people, represent a company. Okay, in a private matter or personal life, it means a person that communicating, that take the responsibilities to communicate, to deliver the news to Soo Hyun. Okay, so this writer, it could be his attorney, his lawyer. Okay, the writer can be the person in the middle to communicate the news between different parties. In general, I don't see the safe it bringing a bad energy at all. However, this mice can maybe decrease the great energy in this deck. But I think everything at the end will be okay. Okay. There's gonna be a new start, new beginning for Soo Hyun. For example, I can think of a scenario that maybe he will be able to close off the court case, and the social media will talk about his new projects, or the knockoff project that he has been postponed for a year from now. Okay, so let's make it short for this deck. In a career meaning, I think if Soo Hyun has been working on starting on a new project or to restart the existing project, I think that's gonna be finishing off or closing the deal nicely. Okay, I think Soo Hyun and whatever parties that involved in the project, in the contract, reached the deal in February. That is it for his career. In the personal life, I think he will move on to the next step, to clear his name, to make everything brighter and nicer. So the sun over here does not only show the success, but it means the warmth, the popularities of Soo Hyun in the public's eyes. He gonna gain back his fame. Okay, he gonna show off more of his personality to the public. Okay, a bright and warm personality person. Okay, so the sun, I don't know, I just love the way the sun's being here in this deck with the clover and the lilies. Okay, in a general meaning, the clover, the lily, the birds, the sun, and the heart, it make me imagined a really beautiful picture of the nature that Soo Hyun can enjoy and find some peace. Like he can walk under the sun with his lovely heart, with his lovely partners. They can walk by their clover field and listening to all of the birds chirping. It's very nice, a very lovely painting that I can paint in my mind at the moment. Okay, so career and the personal life that I already touched base on, everything is good. On the love life, with this lady in the heart, double heart showed up over here. I think February is the Valentine's month, so I think maybe Soo Hyun can express his love himself to the women that he loves, and also to all of the people surrounding him. He will show his appreciation to all of the people who has been loving him and supporting him so much. Okay, so this heart here is mean that he appreciates all the people. It's not only just the women, but to all of the people surrounding him. Okay, that has been trusting and supporting him for a long time. All right, so far the energies in this deck is really nice. Okay, let's move on to the second deck to see what else can I get from that, to see if this deck will be associated with the Astro Clock deck in the first deck. Okay, let's see what will bring to Kim Soo Hyun in February 2026. So I have the ship that jump out of this deck, but usually I don't really pick up that card. I don't really pick up any card that jump out of the deck. I don't know, it's just my personal preference. Okay, if the ship show up in the first 9 card that I take out from this deck, it's gonna be something. But other than that, just trust the process. I don't take any random card jumping out. Okay, I just said the ship, it's jumping out, and then now it's showing up again. So it definitely means something. We'll take a look at it, okay? Dice, letter, child again, anchor, book, a compass, lady, and cross. Wow, don't know what to say, but this deck is quite nice, and it's somewhat connected to the first deck and also this one. I can see that the news in this letter will come up in February. So the book, it means a secret or something that is closed to the public, is not widely acknowledged by the public. Okay, only a certain group of people will know about this book. So I don't know if it means anything related to his court case, that the result will be finalized in the court, and then the final piece of information will be public later, maybe not at the same time. So it could be a delay in confirming the result of the court case. Okay, but it's gonna be some official statement anyway. Also, because of the book here, it sometimes means the book literally itself, just like the physical book. Okay, it could be the library, it could be the publisher. Okay, so these two cards together, it could be social media or journalism or the publisher. So I think in February there will be some news. So it's quite connected to the first card over here. Also in a different meaning, this book can be the script book that you see the actors and actresses will have for their TV series or movie project. Okay, so it have different meanings in here. Like I said, if Soo Hyun has been working on a new project or the existing project, this book can mean something about that. All right, so we have the ship facing this way. It means it starting the journey and it's keep going to the future. And we have the anchor over here and the cross. I think in February, after Soo Hyun finalized his deal, his agreement, his contract, he will jump on the ship and start his journey again. Okay, and at the end, he will have the anchor to settle down to indicate that he is safe. All right, this anchor is very heavy. It has a lot of great meaning into it. To me, he has gone through the storms and now he is safe and sound at the shore. Okay, because of the hope, the belief that he has put into the process. I know since he started the court case, it's a year. Okay, he has so much hope into it. So finally, he can enjoy the fruits, the result of the whatever the court case result will bring to him. Okay, so I think this can also mean the journey that he has been gone for years since the false claim, the false accusation of him starting March last year. So I think he has gone through all of the difficulties, the storms. Now he feels safe, he feels relieved because he had love, he had hope, he had belief. It's this cross, it gave him so much burden. However, he is okay now. He has put the burden off of his shoulders. He has gone through all of the difficulties, the challenges, all of the block, all of the storms, and then finally got to the final destination with this anchor. Okay, so this anchor bring a very positive news and result. So I think it will indicate in this letter here, in this official letter, and he will start his new journey, new beginning. And he has the compass here. He has felt his great direction, a very clear direction. So he's moved on from the trip on the sea, and then he will start a new journey. He land on his 2 feet, and he will follow this compass to go on a new journey. Okay, he have the support of a lot of people, but especially the women that stay side by side with him. Okay, this woman and a lot of other people stay next to him. They never lose the hope on him. They never stop trusting him. Okay, they never stop supporting him. That's what Soo Hyun feels very lucky about. Okay, he appreciates all of the people surrounding him, and especially this woman. Okay, we have the dice here. Dice means something that is random. Okay, but the goddess of luck will stay on Soo Hyun's side if this card shows up. Okay, so together with the clover, I think in February, Soo Hyun, he does not only receiving like the physical support from the people surrounding him, but the spiritual side of it, he will have some luck with him. Okay, the goddess of luck stay with him. All right, so to me, this deck gave me an answer about what Soo Hyun has been dealing with for a long time. He will finalize it. He will receive an answer. He will settle down, and he will find a new journey. Okay, he has her a company with him. Okay, so her company is very supportive, very loving, very comfortable. Okay, brings a lot of emotions. Okay, so this deck, I think it's quite related to the first deck. Okay, and it give me a very good vibe. All right, let's move on to the last deck. Kim Soo Hyun. A rider again. The sun again. We have to try one more time. So Chai showed up 3 times already. Fox. A mice. The mice card again. Snake. Cross again. Lilies one more time. And coffin. Alright, it's very interesting in this card. We have a lot of duplication. We have a lot of unpleasant cards like the fog, the mice, and the snake, or the coffin. But take a look. The coffin it means an ending. The scythe here is a cut through. So like I said in the first deck, he may be able to cut himself free from the court case. So I think maybe in February, the court case will be finished. Okay? It's gonna go to an end, to a finish. However, there's nothing that Soo Hyun feels secure or certain. That's why the might show up again. Like, deep in his heart, he still feels very uncertain. He worries so much about the final result of the court case. Okay? That's why he needs someone to bring this anchor to calm himself down. And I don't know, but because of the sun and the lilies show up again, I don't feel that bad. I feel it's good, it's great. Even though with the snake and the fox and the mice show up in one role like this, to me, it's gonna be okay. In a different meaning, the cross and the sun over here, it just give me a thought about the church. Okay, this is Sunday and this is like religious symbol, and lily also shows up in the church quite a bit as well. Yeah, I just thinking maybe he can find himself some peace when he go to the church and talk to like maybe a father in the church. Okay, let's move on to this unpleasant, unfavorable cards here. With fox and snake, they both mean enemies. Okay, they mean something that is unverified, something that is false, that is jealous, very dangerous. Okay, we have the danger show up in the sides here as well. Okay, this is physical danger, this is intangible danger, like someone stab you from the back. Okay, like it doesn't, they don't have to use this knife to stab you. They can use a different method to hurt you. So maybe in February, I think Soo Hyun just need to be careful. Okay, like I said, in a different meaning, these three cards literally just means the image of the animal itself. It could be a real fox, could be a real mouse, could be a real snake. So earlier I said, oh, maybe Soo Hyun can go out, walk under the sun, enjoys the flowers and the clover and listening to all of the bird chirping. But in the woods, you will know that there will be some dangerous animals and reptiles like the fox and the snake here. So it just means that you need to be careful. But another explanation is, if you have been watching my video a lot, you will know that sometimes I refer Soo Hyun as this fox. Okay, sometimes I refer this persons some person as a snake. Okay, sometimes this mouse could be another person as well. All right. Okay, so I don't know what I have been talking for a while, but in short, I think there were Soo Hyun himself. He has a lot of conflicts in his mind, in his heart, in his thinking. Therefore, he needs to calm himself down. He needs to seek for the help and advice from other people so that he can have a clear vision, a clear look, a clear thought about what he's gonna do. Oh, another meaning about the characteristic of these three cards together. They are not bad at all. These three animals, they are so smart, really intelligent, so wise. Therefore, I think that maybe he needs to seek the advice from these people. Okay, he needs someone that is very smart and wise to tell him, to advise what he needs to do. Because right now, I think in February, he will be dealing with a lot of different projects and proposals to start on something. He needs to gain success. He needs to fight peace in himself. That's why he needs someone to come into his life, to give him the information, to give him the news, to give him some advice. Okay? In the end, I think he still have a lot of trust and hope in other people in the process. He always looking forward to the bright future. Okay. This is an ending, but it's also a new beginning. So these two cards going together is a great combination as well. Okay. So the child showed up 3 times. It strongly implies that he will start on something brand new. Okay. Also, maybe you can welcome a new person into the family. He can welcome a new member. He will welcome a new project. He will welcome a new business partner, maybe. Okay, so February is an important month, a very good month to start on something. So in general, my evaluation for February is about 80 to 85% positive for Soo Hyun. Okay, he have a lot of luck and opportunity to work on something, to establish a new relationship. Okay, especially with the writer, it could be someone new in his life. I think this month is gonna be busy, but he will be able to find the balance between his work, his personal life, and his love life. Alright, I don't have too much concerns about February for him. In fact, I really think that February gonna be a bright month for Soo Hyun, especially he have the sun and the clover and the lilies and the goddess of luck beside him. Okay. What else can I get from here? Yeah, I think that is pretty much that I can think at the moment. Yeah, I personally think it's a great reading. This will be a great month for Soo Hyun. Alright, and thank you so much for watching, and I really hope that all the positivities and the great energy will come to Soo Hyun in February. Alright, and this concludes the detailed astro clock reading for February 2026 for Kim Soo Hyun. So yeah, if this message resonated with you, feel free to leave a comment down below. And yeah, until next time. Okay, See you in the next reading. Bye bye.